All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for our language. So I need you to get out your poetry portfolio. My e-learners online, I want you to go to the haiku example and the haiku planning page. It looks like this and this. Gentlemen. All right, a haiku is a Japanese poem that does not rhyme. It is a poem that describes something in nature, okay? Things in nature, trees, flowers, grass, plants, the sky, the clouds, the sun, okay? Haiku poems have 3 lines. They must have 3 lines, no more, no less, with a certain number of syllables in each line. What's a syllable? Good, so you can clap and hear the sounds that you hear. So your example was cupcake, cupcake. Very nice. So line 1 in a haiku must have 5 syllables, okay? 5 sounds, okay? You could use one word that has 5 syllables, or it might take you 3 words that have 5 syllables, okay? Line 2 must have 7 syllables in it, and line 3, 5 syllables. The example they have, the ocean, that's the title, okay? That does not count towards any of our syllables, that's just the title. Beautiful ocean, line 1, let's check it. Beautiful ocean, 5 syllables, line 1. Roaring waves crash down on me, line 2, 7 syllables. Roaring waves crash down on me, 7. Line 3, 5 syllables. Floating in the foam, floating in the foam, okay? So it's a short poem, it's not lengthy at all, okay? Turn to your next page, the planning page. You guys are going to create your own planning page, your own haiku. First, think of a topic about nature. Think about things that you've seen outside, the snow, okay? Right now, close your eyes, and I want you to take a moment and picture something outside, something that you've seen, something that you love, anything outside. All right, open your eyes. Now I want you to write down, what in nature are you going to describe? What were you visualizing in that moment? Water, nice. Brandon, did you have a question? Did you have a question? You have 2 of the same packets? I'm going to guess that you have it probably in your desk. Go ahead and go get it. Josh? Snow and trees. Go ahead, Kenny. The beach. Oh, I love the beach. I so wish it was beach time. Badlands. Oh, that's a cool place. A forest. The sand. What is it? A Midsummer's Night, so a scene out of that has the nature in it. The ocean. The sunrise with the trees. The sunrise this morning was so pretty. It was like cotton candy. It was like blue and then like a layer of pink. Snow falling. Nice. Huh? Desert. That might be too hot for me, the desert. I like the beach, but the desert might be too hot for me. Your what? Your goat? Yeah, that's fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next it says, write down what you see and hear. Okay, so if you were at the ocean, what would be some things that you would see and hear when you were at the ocean? If you said forest, what would be some things you're seeing and hearing at the forest? Okay, make a list now on your paper. All right, the next line says, now make that shorter, choosing less words. So some of those words that you were writing down of things that you see and hear, choose some of your favorite ones and write down, okay? Write down some of your favorite words that you had in that section. When you're finished with that part, I want you to go to your iPad. I want you to go to Google and type in haiku and look at some more examples. I only gave you one example. I want you to look at more examples of some haiku poems now. Mm-hmm. Okay, try again tonight. I know sometimes it takes a while to download apps, especially at school. Try at home to download it. Sometimes your home Wi-Fi is better, okay? So just keep trying. It'll go eventually. Okay, it looks like it's updating, so you're going to have to wait for it to update. Do what? What, Hunter? Okay, let me bring it here. Let me see. Okay.
I've been doing this for 3 days.
So you haven't used your iPad in 3 days? Go back.
You
haven't used your iPad in 3 days?
Yeah. It's been just doing this.
Did you show it to Mrs. Long? And what did she have you do?
She tried to restart it, but you can't do anything.
So what have you been doing for your homework?
I can't do it.
Right, take it to the middle school office, and they'll take a look at it. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at the bottom of that planning page, you have a place to write a rough draft of your haiku, okay? And it tells you specifically that your title goes at the top, your next line is 5 syllables, then 7, and then 5, okay? Use this for your rough draft. When you are finished with your rough draft, and remember, rough drafts, do they have to be neat? No. Is it okay if you had to scribble something out to write something else? Yeah, it's okay. As long as you can read it. The rough draft is not what gets graded. Then, e-learners, this is online for you, a final draft. E-learners, you can either use this paper and type on it with Notability, or if you just want to use plain paper and write your final draft, that's okay too, okay? Your final draft then is going in your packet, okay? You'll also notice a box. That box is for a small illustration to go with your poem, okay? And then it says at the bottom, by, so that's you, the author, the poet, okay? First line is the title, all right? So when you're finished with your final draft, I want you to take a picture and submit it to Schoology. There's a spot that says Haiku Final Draft, okay? Make sure to submit it there. Your illustration, how you do it is up to you. If you want it black and white, if you want it in color, if you want it with crayons or markers, it's totally up to you how you want your illustration. Okay, but first do your rough draft. Are there any questions on that for your haiku? Okay, and then you guys do have a poetry quiz.